Hello everybody, welcome back to Summer Games Done Quick 2013. Today we are currently having Withheld, who is running Super Marissa World. I am Brosancha, your current host. We also have the Funk Doc, who is sitting right behind Withheld. Can anyone else be seen on the stream? I think Kiura can. Okay, maybe not. I don't know. Either way, I do have a few donations as we get ready to run this game. Calum Pereira gave $20 and said, "Hey guys, as a medical student who still holds video games close to my heart, I'm glad to see so much support for MSF. Put my money towards doing the Dark Lord ending for Dark Souls if that's a category, or Runner's Choice if not. I don't believe it is, so we'll go ahead and give it to the Runner's Choice of the last game." Andrew Tomitz gave $10 and said, "Great run, was waiting to see the Sunshine run more than the others. Put this towards Melee." Thomas Hood gave $10 and said, "Bubba Beer's here. You guys are a really fun group to watch. I was going to go to bed because it's 11 a.m. already in England, but this is too good. Shoutouts to Forlorn Red Shirt Man." Aw, poor. I think he left and is asleep now. But we still like him. Ian Quick gave $25 and said, "Hey guys, I wanted to give a shout out to my buddy Andy watching right now. I donated an extra $10 for him since I know he's broke. I'll put it towards the Melee Finals since I know he'd love to see that. Keep it up." Malboro Bora Boro said in a creepy voice, "I'm watching you, Uber Goose." Chris Bloom gave $10 and said, "Program Max here. Didn't realize Golden was going to play Harvest Moon. Decided to stay up to catch it. Best decision. I now wish every game had acapella. Put towards Golden's choice." Think it was Smash Tourney? Yeah, I believe it was. Thank you. Let me go. I need to mark a couple because I need to come back and make sure that they're going to the right people. Grant House gave $10 and said, "This donation goes out to my boy Days. The speedrunning community always gives me something to watch while I'm waiting on call as a firefighter, and every stream and its streamers make every day an awesome one. Also, Tofel, you're my man crush. Fighter." County Shugart gave $10 and said, "Hey there, Jared TB. Here, I've been watching the whole Mario block and I'm in Northern Cali. Love what you guys do. This marathon has raised so much money for a good cause. Money is to go to the Melee Grand Finals because Smash Bros. Melee is awesome." I would agree. I don't play it too much, but I love it. Great. So, how are we doing with setup so far? All right, thank you very much. So Withheld, go ahead and be sure to count down for him so that he knows when to start the timer.
Start the time when he says starts good.
Okay.
Well, you ready?
Give me a mic check real quick.
Mic check, one check.
Okay,
One,
that
two.
works. Thanks.
Okay, are we ready?
Mm-hmm.
3, 2, 1, go. So this is Super Marissa World. It is a Toho spin-off game, one of the many fan games in the series. This one was done in like 2007 by a small-time group called Double Cluster. Since then, they have not really done much of anything. But this game is sort of well known in the community for just being like really difficult and really unforgiving in a lot of regards.
Yeah. I didn't know anything about this until I started watching these runs, but yes. Withheld got me to actually try this game myself a little bit, and I understand it a lot more now. The main thing to say about this to understand here that wouldn't necessarily be apparent to the viewer if you don't know this game is the controls, dear God. I hate them, and I'm far from the only one. They are... let's just say this game has a case of permanent ice physics. It's kind of like Kid Chameleon, if any of you know that, except worse.
Far worse.
Everything is very much momentum based, and you just keep moving in the same direction even when you let go, and it's hard to kind of get turned around quickly and switch your direction, things like that. So, yeah, there's going to be some amount of fighting that over the course of the run here.
Suicide.
Like, it's especially like things like anything like this where
Yep.
you have to like get turned around and then make a jump.
Yeah. So basically, here's the death music. Get used to it, especially if you play casually.
There we go.
Yeah.
See, that's the other tricky part too, is your jump height is actually based on your momentum. So you this game does a lot of really tricky little jumps where you don't have very much space to move. You're on like a single block, and you have to build up momentum across that one block to be able to get the height for your next jump. It's really annoying. You'll be seeing that later.
One really annoying thing is, if you're in the air and you press down, you do a drill kick, and a lot of time you have to do that like really quickly and over the course of the run. And because of that, sometimes you do like a sort of small jump in which you drill kick when you don't really need to. And when you do that, it's like, it really messes up the timing of how fast you have to go. Because of how everything works momentum-wise, if you lose your momentum, you basically lose pretty much everything. And since that all is time-based, you basically have to like restart puzzles and all that, just by messing up one small jump.
So here we go to this stage, which is if you couldn't tell by now, a pipe maze.
Yep.
So you have the, so Marisa has two power-ups in this. There's the fire, which is, well, you know, pretty much like your standard, you know, Mario Fire Flower type. And then the broom, which is basically the cape.
It doesn't work like the cape. It's really different compared to how like the cape works in, say, Super Mario World.
Right. You also have when you have the broom, you also have a Yoshi's Island style flutter, as well as the Yoshi ground pound that you've seen.
Yes.
And fluttering is one of the toughest things to do in this game as well.
It's not the toughest, but it's just annoying to do because it's almost like how it works in Yoshi's Island, but it is more difficult. And even like the basic mechanics are similar, as in like you can gain like 1 frame if you do it perfectly.
So, if you're about to die, but you haven't died yet, there is an option you can use to sort of like restart at the beginning of the stage with all your lives.
This is like really weird.
There. Okay, got the checkpoint at least. Wow.
Yeah, there's a lot of like weird stuff where enemies will like jump out of nowhere, or they will like make comebacks. There's a lot of like random stuff in this game.
Really hard trick here. Wow. That is not easy to do. We're not over yet though.
Nope.
Okay.
Basically, you have to use the sound like perfect fluttering.
Yep. Yeah, that is not easy to pull off. She has missed that most of the time in practice. Get your flight and then do the infinite flutter off screen to be able to go over that wall.
And the game drops inputs once in a while.
Yeah, that's another fun part of this game too. It's like I said, apparently this game has kind of an infamous reputation among the Japanese doujin game community for some of its wonkier programming and design. It actually bears some similarities to Holy Diver in some of these senses, kind of.
In some ways.
I mean, just in terms of like the difficulty and the janky programming being a big part of that. Hard for the wrong reasons, sometimes. That was really tricky to do because stopping your ground pound is not as simple as it looks.
Oh no, it's not.
I guess how it works is you have to hold up to stop it, and you have to hold up before. Okay, when you hold up as you go through one block, it'll make her stop on the next block. I think is how it works.
It's sort of like a buffer of sorts, but you have to like do that one block. Like you have to hit at least one block in order to stop. And if you don't do that, then you're just going on indefinitely. But there are a lot of times where you may stop too early, because you may have done it too quickly.
That's not easy to get either because you have to flutter off screen and line it up to get in the pipe there. And this is the secret exit, which is a huge warp, I guess.
No, it is required.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, that's another thing to mention. There's multiple different possible routes through this game, apparently.
Basically, how the game works is you start off in the forest, and like the top 3 levels in the forest all have secret exits. And those exits lead to like 2 subworlds, 3 different subworlds, the sky, the lake, and the hills. These are the hills. And they all lead to like 3 main areas: the Scarlet Devil Mansion, Yuriko's Palace, and Ante. And they all lead back into like Yukari's main world, which is like the final area of the game.
By the way, I would like to mention that we do have a Marissa Perler being offered during this game. If you donate $5 or more, you will be entered in to win this Perler. You can go take a look at what it looks like. It's actually a very
Big
nice
trick coming
design.
There.
Ooh.
And this skips the entire stage.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest skips in this game on this route.
Yeah, this stage.
Here comes Mario's style exit there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, that Marisa Pellet is like really cute. You should donate.
Ooh, stopped in the last block.
It's really not as easy to stop the drill kick as it may look.
Here's a little trick. Let the enemy bump the blocks to give her the cape. Or the
The broom.
yeah. Alright. Get her. Wow, nice clip, game.
Whatever.
Alright, whatever. So here we go. This is the first boss of this run, and also probably the easiest.
It's Kane in a football helmet. She charges at you, then phone blazes. Based upon like the charge and chuck of the Mario series. Like every boss in this game is based upon a Mario boss. Some of them are like really easy, some not so easy.
And this is probably the easiest one.
No, it's not.
Well,
It's one of the easier
yeah.
ones.
Whenever you're able, just let me know so I can read some comments.
Okay.
Oh yeah. The next boss, I'll just say right now. So, this one is based on the first boss of Super Mario World.
Yeah, Lemmy.
Lemmy, right? I can never get the Koopa's name straight, but yeah, based on Lemmy. So like tilting back and forth on a hill,
Yep.
and have to knock him into the pit. And that's pretty much it. So you can read some donations now.
Yep.
All right, I do apologize because we are backed up and I'm going to have to skip a few donation comments. They're all being listed online though, so we are receiving them. We received $50 from Dion Thomas, who said, "Hey all, once again, you never fail to impress. Live in Wales and I've been up all night, donated during the Super Metroid run and couldn't help donating
That was
again."
sort of intentional. But yeah.
Keep, oh, go ahead.
Wow. Well,
He says, "Keep this up, you guys are amazing. For Trihex's shout out to the Europeans, he gets to decide where this donation goes." Jan Webster gave $20, said, "Hey, it's Jake from New Zealand. I'm really enjoying all the good work you guys do. We'll be staying up to see more. Love the singing."
There we go.
Very nice. Thomas Pahaka gave $20 and said, "Here's the little I have left in my bank account. I know it's not much, but you've earned it because it's been such an epic stream." And beavers.
All right, here we go. This is like one of the hardest stages to run on this route. Just lots of really precise jumps involving the wacky momentum and jump height stuff we were talking about. Like, a lot of those are not as easy as they seem. You have very little space to build your momentum, and you have to build momentum to get enough height. And the thing is, if you miss like any one of these jumps pretty much, you're forced to restart back at the beginning of the stage to do it all properly.
2, 3.
Yeah, bouncing off that guy is the easy mode way to do that. There's another jump you can do that's a lot trickier. Like what she's trying to do here. This is incredibly hard though.
It's annoying at most.
Almost had it that time.
There we go. There is a cool strat, but since I don't have the fire suit anymore, I have to do it like these.
Wow.
Go on a plant. It's gonna happen.
Right.
There we go. You can do donations.
Sounds great. Newt Andre Broomgod said, just because of the way you butchered my name the first time around, you can have another $10 to practice the pronunciation. Shoutouts to Norway. Okay, thank you. And I'll just, yeah, whatever. I'll try practicing. Jesse Lown gave $20, said, smaller amount this time because I do in fact need some money to pay back loans and buy food. As a Dota 2 player, it's nice to see other games require players to hashtag RNGesus. Also, it's loud E, but no worries on that. I've heard much worse. Donation reader's choice.
There we go. There we go. This will be the end of the stage now, so.
Finally.
Yeah. I have seen this one take much, much longer in some practice runs, so
Well, I do
we'll
know.
take this and move on.
I've seen videos of this before. It became slightly popular here in the U.S. with some Let's Plays
yeah,
that have
for
happened,
sure.
and those people have.
Oh,
God.
shit.
Yeah, the computer does a
Yeah.
thing.
Sure does a thing.
The computer went to sleep for a little bit, but it should be back.
Yeah, it's back.
That's on our screen.
Yep. So
Oh shit.
the
Okay.
the
Yeah,
Hammer
it's
Brothers
okay.
style, those Hammer Brothers style fuzzies are really annoying to deal with, and it's really good that she got those on the first try. Anyway, here comes probably the easiest boss if you just take it safe and do this. As long as you have this one extra hit to take, like that.
Yeah, easy.
Oh,
Basically, Tay works like the original Bowser.
yep, that's it.
That's it.
You can actually kill this boss with fireballs as well,
You can.
but
It's a pretty funny death, but
I've never seen it actually pulled off though. Here's another big little skip coming up here. This will be a little bit tricky.
wow. I'm just gonna try that. Basically, what I'm trying to do is, again, skip pretty much the entire level using unintentional stuff. That's up here. Oh, shit.
Wow. That was, she like clipped off the side of that. That was
That happens a lot. Come back, Fuzzy. I'll just do it from this angle. Wow. Okay. You beat the nations.
Okay, great. We got
That
$9.99 from Joel Barasa. Said Toho and SGDQ, is that so? Put me in for that ordinary magician perler, please. Someone donated named Jonathan who told me not to pronounce his last name. He said, good afternoon from the Netherlands. Donated $5 last night after hearing about Cosmo's Ocarina of Time incentive, and then I went and slept right through that run. So here's another $5 because I love Toho and nothing solves problems like Master Spock.
Master Sparkle.
Yeah.
Pase.
Lucas Steinauer gave $10 and said, hello, Crucial Twins back again with another $10, this time for Reader's Choice. I plan on being awake a grand total of about 36 hours between yesterday and tonight because I took the day off work just to watch the games for today. This is going to be awesome. Great. Well, my choice is Palm and Pormy and mac and cheese.
just barely missing on both sides here. But there'll be a little something funny to show off once we do get this.
A lot of, like, in this game, it looks like you have like a full tile. Tiles in this game aren't exactly as they appear. Like they are like a few frames off, as so to speak. And due to like how Marisa moves, due to like the permanent ice physics, it's easy to like, yeah, easy to like slide off stuff that you should be doing correct.
Wow. Just barely missed. Like,
Okay.
only part of like Marisa's head has to touch the end trigger there, and it produces a funny looking animation.
It does. I'll do it more gentle this time. We'll go. One thing about this game, there is no like squish animation. You can't get squished at all. Which is like really weird.
There we go. See, Marisa floating in midair there.
Yeah.
All right, that's over with.
Here's probably like one of the strangest bosses of the game, Basin. You'll see our gimmick like really soon, and it tends to give a lot of people like weird visions or something, just because how the screen moves around. Especially if you're like playing full screen, the effect is even like better.
Yeah. So this is manipulating the boss's pattern right here.
Yep.
This is very consistent. It's also tricky to do though because it's easy to accidentally get hit by one of those rockets here, depending on your timing for those.
Normally drill kicks, like if you drill down, it destroys bullets. And I'm gonna show off a little glitch here. Normally the game like gives you double KOs, but in like Racin's case, because like of the like screen movement and stuff, she turns entirely invisible, and she turns impossible to kill if you double KO her. So if you like die to the last hit when you kill them, you have to refight her, even though every other boss in the game gives you the kill. So I'm just gonna refight her again.
Alright, can I read a few more comments?
Of course.
Jason Kaufman gave $20, said, "Good morning! Had to catch the replays of the Funk Doc block, but fortunately I'm catching this one live. What sleep? Good luck to Frey in this run. Put this towards whatever Withheld wants."
What do we got?
We have a lot. We have several naming incentives for games coming up. We do have the Melee Finals to stream that live. That's one of the incentives.
Let's put it towards Melee.
Okay, we'll go ahead and put that towards Melee. Alright.
Yeah.
So bosses have been like generally easy to now, but this is like one of the more infamous bosses of this game.
Yes, this is the boss that, like, of all the ones I've seen in this route, this is the one that seems like it would be the toughest to like a normal player playing this for the first time.
I mean, a lot of people's like first playthrough got stuck with this boss,
Yeah.
which is like really weird, considering what type of game this is,
Yeah.
what type of series this is based off of. But you can read the donations.
Okay, great. So Steven Nguyen gave $20 and said, and his name is Chef MKT. Reimu plushie demands more donations and a front side seat. Donation goes to whatever the runner chooses for dressing appropriately for the occasion. Please don't forget to rescue the Cat Planet cats and watch out for crows. Well, I do know Cat Planet. That's a good- Daniel Mitrani gave $10 and said, "I've been watching these marathons for years, but this is the first time I've been able to donate. Also, an important announcement for all the Toho fans. Even if you're not a regular on the site, please vote for Cyrano and Marisa in the Game FAQ's character battle on August 9th and 10th. They need every vote they can get to beat Tifa and Vivi. Put this towards Reimu's choice."
I think maybe one Smash.
Yeah, I think so. Okay.
So now you're gonna see a cool trick here on this phase of the boss.
It's not gonna happen. It's too late. But you just slide
Here we go.
on.
There you go.
Yeah.
If you get close enough, those bullets there normally don't hit you.
Normally, sometimes they do. Like your hitbox for this boss is like really, really, really small. It's literally like 1 pixel. It's like you
And-
don't know where that 1 pixel is, and
Yeah.
it tends to shift a little bit at times.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Anyway, we got Skittles now.
Rainbow Skittles.
Zero is jealous.
Yep.
Anyway, that was actually a pretty good boss fight, all told.
Pretty decent.
Yeah. Here we go, now for the final world. This is where stuff gets real.
The realm of Yukari.
Brocklin McIntyre gave $20 and said, "So mad that people can even finish this game. Never mind speedrun it. I think this game is harder than Battletoads, honestly."
Agreed.
Shout out to other members of Maidens of the Kaleidoscope from Garlisle. Adelheid Stark gave $26.82 and said, "I really want that Marissa Perler. Marissa World is a crazy hard game and Withheld is really impressive for running it. Shout outs to her and also to Star Ocean 3.
Yes.
Yes.
So the chomp there is a bit random, and that was just kind of like bad RNG getting
Really
hit
bad RNG.
getting hit in those spots there. Very important checkpoint to get there. For this level, it helps you a lot to be able to keep the fire through all this stuff coming up here. Like getting rid of these Hammer Brothers, as well as the Goombas up there, as you clear out your space to jump up. And then also just having it so you can afford to take a hit on this next section, because it is tricky. You're gonna see some tight jumps here in order to ground pound the giant blue fuzzies with very little available jump height. Like so. See, there you go, took the one hit, but that's okay. You make it to the checkpoint, that's the most important part.
For sure.
Wow.
Okay. I jumped for some reason. You can do donations.
Great. Carlos Flores donated $30 and said, "This is Dine. My heart melted when I caught but a glimpse of Withheld, I think so, at EVO, when I was playing Vampire Savior in my silly hat. I missed my chance to make small talk, but I'd like this to go to Runner's Choice until then. Thank you everyone for all that you do."
Thank you.
Alright.
We also have D. Sanford, who donated $10 and said, "The guy playing CTR the other day really caught my attention of this stream. It's an awesome cause you guys are donating, or are doing. My sister is a studying nurse. Thanks for playing all these awesome old school games, my homies from Dave, all the way from New Zealand."
I want to call this old school, but
Little trick, crouch jump, slide under so you can hit that block with the broom. Here comes Chen.
fuck Chen.
Chen is rather random from what I can tell in what patterns she takes.
Yeah. Well, it's like she's based off like the 3 pigs in Super Mario Land 2. And she does the exact same attack. That is more difficult and like more varied like of what happened in Mario, essentially. Like every one of these bosses are based on the hard version of a Mario boss. And what extremes that can go to at times.
Wow. I am surprised you didn't get hit there.
I'm surprised too. Okay,
There we go.
there you go.
Okay. No hit fight on Chen. Pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Okay. Only like a few more stages to go here.
Yep.
We're getting close to the end, folks. This stage. This was the first one I think that Withheld had me play to get a taste of this game.
You wanted to play it.
That's true. I kind of did because I actually like how this stage looks in a speedrun if it's done right, as you'll see. There's some really interesting things here with a lot of cases of you being required to take hits. Like this section here, check this out. This is, of all the stages in the run, this is the one that most like looks like Kaizo World kind of stuff, I feel.
I mean, a lot of the game is like Kaizo-esque in a way, but this is like the Kaizo level, essentially.
See, like that? Using that long invincibility window in this game.
You have to abuse it in this level.
Yes, the game intends for this.
Shit. Okay. I should still be able to make it. Nope.
Oh, almost.
Didn't jump fast enough. But yeah, anybody who's ever played this game knows this level and knows how hard this one section can be.
All you need is just a couple flutters and you'll be good for this, thankfully. Coming up, we're going to see if we can get a really hard